Could you identify yourself?
Forest Green,
Where do you live?
6053 Fair Market Place.
Okay. Tell me where you are in this picture and why you were there.
I don't know why I was there, but I see my picture there.
Well, I know that. Can you tell me what you recall about that strike in 1934?
No, I can't remember that. I'll be frank with
Okay. So since last night, nothing has come back to your mind.
you. No.
Now, you told me that you did a little bit. You remember? Tell me about J. Howard Payne.
Howard Payne, he was the president of our local. I don't even know the number of the local.
2002. 2002.
And I don't remember how long I belonged to it either.
But you joined.
I think I did.
Okay. What was your job in the mill?
At that time, I was a dolpher in the spinning room.
Uh-huh. And do you recall Mr. Payne coming to you and saying, "Come on, let's get together and form a union," or organizing, or?
I can't tell you anything about that because I don't remember
Okay.
what was said at that time.
Okay. Tell me about the men that are sitting in this room. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
I don't know. I don't know, but let's see. I remember three besides myself.
Okay. Who do you remember? Tell me about them.
This Howard Payne, Jesse McCoy, and I forget his name.
Doc Payne.
Doc Payne. That's Howard's daddy. Some of the other people looked familiar, but I couldn't recognize them.
No, all of you worked at Louise Mills, right?
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little something about Louise Mills? What was going on there back in the 30s? Could you talk about the work?
All I know about it, we was getting along pretty good at that time.
Okay, now this occurred in 1934. It was about a year after they passed the NRA, and you were on 8 hours instead of 10 hours.
Yeah.
And you got a bit of a raise in pay. But do you recall during the 8 hours that they started to make the work go faster?
We thought they did, but we was talking about the night work, you know. We figured that night work, it was faster.
Now, you told me that one of your jobs that they asked you to do to help out was to go look in on people. Is that right?
Yeah.
You did that for Howard Payne.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about that?
He just sent me to find out some of the people complained that they didn't have nothing to eat. And I went and they showed me certain things in the kitchen. But that's been so long till it don't even feel like a dream anymore.
Now that's the Louise. That's the Hoskins Mills?
That's not the Louise. I believe that's
Chadwick.
Shadwick.
Yeah.
Now there's a Hoskin and a Shadwick too.
Now, do you recall seeing people on picket lines that?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now, this apparently, I think this is in Chadwick, but I'm not sure. And I know that John Howard Payne put a lot of work into giving food to folks. Do you recall that? Commissary?
I remember there was some food given. I believe the WPA was working about that time, wasn't it?
That's right.
Now, I knew a fellow that worked over there at this mill, if it's a Shadwick, but I couldn't tell who he is right on that. Was the Hendricks.
The Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little hard to see. Do any of these men look familiar to you?
Hoskin
Yeah.
Company. They had 5 mills. That's Hoskin and Shadwick, Calvin, Louise, and Pineville.
Now, all these men in this room came from the Louise Mill, as far as I can tell.
I don't remember all them people.
No, I have the names on this side. Should I read them to you again?
Mention.
Yeah,
Which one is that?
this one.
What'd you say his given name was?
J.M.
That would be John, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
He's still living.
He is?
Yeah, he don't even have a hair on his head. I seen him yesterday.
You did? Where?
Over
At the Hot Lunch program?
at Jolly 60s.
What's that? It's a program for,
Over to church at Northside Baptist.
this gentleman is living.
Yeah. He's slender. I told him, you're still kicking us, see? But I don't know where he lives at.
Huh. So he was from, okay. Can we look?
I don't remember. I tell you. You see, they just shut this thing down
Right.
to keep from having any trouble, I reckon.
I know it was shut down for about 3 weeks.
I don't remember how long it was shut down.
Now, was Howard Payne a good leader? Did you ever see him speak?
He was a nice guy.
Did you ever see him speak?
Oh, yes. He used to speak a lot at, he joined the county police. He used to go out and speak to the people in the neighborhoods.
What about around this time when he was having these union meetings and he was organizing? Did you ever see him speak then?
Well, I've heard him speak up at the central body.
What was the central body?
It was, central body was kind of the headquarters for all the unions.
That was back in the 30s. And that's what you went to.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about that?
No, I just sat in. That's all I did. Just sit in and listen.
Do you remember a guy named Kendall speaking?
No, I do remember Claude Albee. He was the president of the central body.
Yeah, I have a picture of him too. Now, you told me that you went down to Concord at one point during that strike.
Yes, we went down there one morning.
You called it a flying squadron.
No, that wasn't. I was talking about that was Shelby.
Okay. Could you tell me about that?
I can tell you when we went down there,
Okay.
they had the militia had set up these guns in front of the mill there in front of us.
Why did you go down there?
I just went with the crowd.
What was the crowd doing?
They didn't do nothing. They just went down there.
Why did the crowd go down there?
They was going to go down there for try to get the people to strike.
So this crowd came from Charlotte or from Shelby?
From Louise.
Really? So they were Louise mill workers.
Yeah.
Who organized it? Was that organized by Howard Payne?
I don't remember now. I don't remember that.
How'd you get down there?
We went in a truck, I think.
Were people singing and shouting or anything like that?
No, there wasn't no carousing at all.
So when you got down there, you saw all these guards?
Well, they wasn't out there when we got there before the mill started, you see. But they come and put up in front of the mill there
While you
with
were
the
there?
machine guns.
While you were there?
Yeah, we didn't stay long. We wasn't gonna face no bullets.
Do you remember, was the mill in Concord or Kannapolis?
It was in Concord.
It's in Concord. I have a picture in Concord of something similar to that. So you all went down there in trucks.
We just went down there. I don't remember how long we stayed. I don't think we stayed very long.
Did you go anywhere else, or did you
No.
try to go to other mills?
No, didn't go anywhere.
You just came back? Did you ever hang out with the picket line or with the group in
No,
front of Louise?
No, that wasn't none of mine.
Did you believe that the union was going to be a help?
I couldn't tell what was going to happen.
No, Mr. Payne was very enthusiastic, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he is a nice guy. Last time I seen him, he didn't recognize me though.
How did the mill respond to the idea of a union? Do you remember that?
They didn't like it, but they didn't fire nobody on account of it.
That's rare, because in so many other mills there were fired.
Oh yeah, but I don't think anybody was fired down there. But they was having some work done on the mill, the roof, and some of them went down there and told them if it was going to work, they'd have to join the union. So they joined the union and went back to work.
So we should figure out how I can try and talk to this gentleman over here. That's okay. Let me ask you one more question. When this all settled, did you ever hear about unions again? Did they keep on trying to have a union?
Oh, they voted on a union later.
At Louise?
Yeah,
When?
I don't remember now, but it's
And they got it in?
no. They finally sold that mill, you know. It was in a different name when they tried to get a union again.
Were you there back then too?
I was running the section then.
When they tried to get the union in?
Yeah. But they didn't get it in.
Why not?
Well, they was paying the wages that the union was getting anyway. That's the reason they didn't.
Did the people want
That's
to?
the only thing I could figure out.
Now, were you eligible to vote when you were running?
Oh
your
yeah, I was
section?
eligible to vote,
What did you think about it?
but I didn't vote.
Why not?
Well, I thought I was doing okay. I was making pretty good money.
Did most of the people join up in the union at Hoskins in 1934?
I couldn't tell you.
Did it seem like a lot of people?
I couldn't tell you
can tell me.
how many signed up at the Louise, let alone some of these.
That's what
other-
I meant, at the Louise. Back in 34. Did it seem like a lot of people
I
were coming
can't-
out for it?
I don't remember just how many did sign up.
Wow. Well, you just happened to be on that picture, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry I can't.
That's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll find out some information from J.M. Johnson.
If you can locate him.